Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Celebrity Room. I hope everyone is doing well. I have a crazy story for you today. So this woman in New York, she was arrested for selling fake Ozempic shots to people on TikTok. So that's how she was marketing, these knockoffs and making money from it. So her name is Isis Navarro Reyes, and she's from New York City. She's being charged with the receipt of misbranded drugs in interstate commerce, also dispensing prescription drugs without a prescription, and a conspiracy to introduce and deliver for introduction misbranded drugs in interstate commerce and smuggling. And she's going to face up to 25 years in prison if she's convicted of all these things. So not only did she do Ozempic, she did Masofrance. I haven't heard this before. Masofrancin and Axion. So she was doing this from the year of November 2022 all the way to January of 2024. So imagine how many people, especially if she went viral on TikTok, because it really only on TikTok takes one video for a small business to blow up. And she was doing this for over 2 years, selling these people these knockoff products. And apparently she got them from South America. So it's crazy how people are just making like knockoff Ozempic. Isn't it crazy? So what she would do, I guess it says allegedly, she would send audio messages to the buyer instructing them how to use the drug and that she should inject herself with it every 3 days. The complaint further noticed that in the vials of weight loss drugs were covered in labels that were language in other languages other than English. That's a red flag right there. Taking a prescription drug or any type of drug, because these are needles and things like that. Like, you want to be very careful with anything where you have to inject yourself. There wasn't even in English. So what happened was this lady this lady actually got a abscess infection, a bacterial infection that caused sores all over her body, I guess where she was shooting the knockoff Ozempic in her body. So there hasn't been any reports. I don't think anyone has died, but this is a scary story. There's also been viral stories lately of people getting fake veneers, people having these no schooling whatsoever and putting veneers in people's mouths and calling like so-and-so buy veneers. I've seen it on TikTok. I'll put some pictures in here. So people going to people who have no background with veneers, giving people veneers.
So you're telling me that y'all are getting your veneers done by Veneer Tech with a certificate instead of a degree? What is a veneer tech?
All right, everybody, I'm here. I'm ready to go ahead and discuss the thing that you guys have been tagging me and bullying me about for the past week, saying, Bentis, talk about it. Bentis, talk about it. It's time to talk about this crazy veneer technician stuff. So apparently, if you guys didn't know, down in Atlanta, they decided they were going to make up their own technician called a veneer technician. And we already got lash techs, nails techs, every tech, Botox techs, everything else. So they said, hey, might as well just throw dentistry into the mix. And so my homies down there went ahead and made a school where they're charging you like $6,000 to learn how to do veneers in 2 days, and then printing you out a Canva certificate and just putting your name on it and saying, hey, congrats. And then they are basically tricking other people into thinking that they're professionals to go get veneers at a cheaper price. Now, obviously, there is a slew of problems with this, as I'm sure you understand. One of which is it's highly illegal. Like, seriously, federally illegal to be impersonating a person of dental care. Basically a dental professional, a doctorate of dental study, a DDS, or a DMD. One of the two. If they're not that, they shouldn't be doing stuff on your teeth. Because newsflash, I don't know if I need to tell you this, but there's a lot of things that can go wrong with veneer tech stuff going on. I mean, I don't even know how do we get here? How did we get here in the United States of America? I'm so confused. We literally couldn't figure out free healthcare for so long, and now we're going to Backyard Brandy to go ahead and get our veneers and braces and everything else done. It's wild. It's honestly wild. I mean, obviously it's one thing if they're doing composite veneers over the top. There's still a lot of things that can go wrong with that, but please, I hope they're not taking off any tooth structure. I hope they're not polishing stuff. I hope they're thinking about your occlusion when they're putting these things on there, because they're big and bulky, and if you're doing it over the top, it could cause so many problems. And now you got this permanent glue that's stuck on your teeth, and if you don't like the look of it, how are you going to get it off? You going to take a Dremel to your tooth? I guarantee you're going to go to a dentist and they're going to say, you did not get this from us, because this looks like some Ruby Tuesday type stuff, and I don't like that. Not to mention, y'all are paying your good hard-earned money to get your teeth jacked up. That's even crazy. Do we use similar materials to a nail tech as far as glue and lights and Dremel tools? Yeah, I guess there could be a correlation there, but that does not mean that you should be doing this at any capacity. If you see one of these in your area, because it is very highly illegal, you need to contact the state dental board in that state. So in Atlanta, you contact the Georgia one. You go there and you say, hey, we have people impersonating dental professionals doing dental work that they're not allowed to be doing. And then you let them know the location and the services, and they will swiftly take these guys down. Because it's crazy how many videos I've seen over the past couple days about veneer techs, and they're all over, man. It's like I don't know, it's crazy to me. And also the braces, I saw some people doing braces as well, which is even more dangerous in some aspects. Next thing you know, we're gonna have BBL techs coming in here just saying, hey, let me throw some shots in there and see what happens.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of, people that used to get, also, there was a long period of time, BBLs, and basement shots. Even Cardi B talked about it, K. Michelle, a lot of different celebrities I remember.
In August, I did surgery and I removed 95% of my bioperimeters. If you know what bioperimeters is ass shots. And it was a really crazy process.
Taking some of these ass shots out. And by the way, ass shots and the BBL is totally different. And I'm going to tell you why. A BBL is when they use your own fat. Ass shots is silicone. So I just want all the ladies out there to know, do not get silicone shots. Because you can get sick, you can die, have complications, and all this other crazy stuff.
I watched this documentary about these strippers in Miami, how it was a big deal, how it was becoming very popular to go to this woman to give, silicone shots in your butt, and you would just go to a hotel room, pop a couple Tylenols. The woman would ask you to lay on the bed, and then she would shoot silicone into their butt. And, there's so many different stories we hear of women dying because if this stuff gets into your bloodstream, it can go straight to your lungs or your heart and kill you instantly. So this story is crazy. It's anytime there's a trend, when there's money, there's always going to be people who are greedy enough to want to get on the trend for themselves, even without the medical background or whatnot, to make money. All people see today is dollar signs, and they will go after. As we know, Ozempic is huge right now. With all the different celebrities that are taken, we just woke up one day and, different celebrities that maybe have struggled with their weight in the past, whether it was due to binge eating, emotional eating, all of a sudden it's just a snap of the fingers. They are just tiny. Good example is Kelly Clarkson, Christina Aguilera, Sharon Osbourne. People are saying allegedly Kelly Osbourne. The list goes on and on. It's a lot of different people. Even if you guys are familiar with Atlanta Housewives, Marlo Thompson went on Andy Cohen's show and talked about, it wasn't Andy Cohen, sorry, it was Carlos King's show, and talked about her experience with Ozempic and how she lost 20 pounds and was feeling great, and she could fit into sample sizes. And this, a lot of people are just not even doing it for health reasons. They're doing it more for aesthetics. Well, everybody has their goals. Not coming at that. Everybody wants to look a certain way. As long as you do it the healthy way, do it how you want to. She was happy to be able to fit into sample sizes. She was getting more brand deals sent to her now. But she said she couldn't poop for 2 weeks. And what happened was, she said, she was laughing about it, but it's serious. She said her body was starting to shut down. And this is not alleged. She said this herself. Her stomach she couldn't go to the bathroom. So that is a common issue that people have just with the regular Ozempic.
Ozempic did you well.
Fuck you. I'm missing it right now, but I'm done with it.
Why are you off Ozempic?
Look, I was probably the only person that admitted to it, right?
You are.
Yeah. But just, I got addicted to it, bitch. I lost 30 pounds, sample sizes. Everybody was sending me clothes. I'm like, yes. And then I'm like, all right, bitch, you're menstrual acting funny. You're getting a little breakout. I'm like, oh, this shit is messing with my body. I couldn't go to the bathroom.
Why?
I was backed up. Bitch, I'm like, I gotta let this shit go.
Wait, did you have bubble guts?
No, nothing one coming. I was like, I ain't went in 3 weeks. What's going on? I'm literally full of shit. I'm for real. No, seriously though. Anyone out there doing it, I did do it for 6 months. But when I tell you, Carlos, I know my body. So I'm like, okay, I barely even go to the restroom, but I really wasn't doing number 2. Then my face started breaking out, my menstruals started acting funny. So now I got to get to working out, bitch. I got to start working out because I've gained 10 pounds being off of it now.
Well, I will say this: you look. I mean, you've always been a baddie,
Mm-hmm.
and you look amazing. So, I listen. All I will say is you look good from what I'm seeing.
A lot of people say I look too skinny, though. A lot of my relatives, they're like, you ain't got too skinny. You needed those 10 pounds back on. But I love that skinny. Oh,
Are you still able to like wear the sample sizes?
I am. They're just a little snug, but I can. I'm going to lose like 5 of them, though. I'm like, I can just punctuate that with the 5. Shit.
And this the crazy part. I did send you my trainer's information, honey.
No, you know, let me tell you about your trainer, baby. You ready?
What happened?
I'm probably his best customer ever. I paid him in full. He blew me up 50 times to start, and I never did because I found out about them Ozempic.
So can you imagine someone getting a knockoff from a woman on TikTok and it's not even in English? So what are your guys' thoughts and comments on the story? This is so crazy. I'm going to put in the news report here that goes more into detail about what she's going to be charged with. And yeah, she's going to be up into prison up for 25 years because I don't think she killed anybody, but potentially she really could have killed someone. But the poor lady with the lesion, who knows, bacterial infection, who knows what kind of long-term effects this woman is going to have from using this woman's products. So I'm going to put the news clip in here. And please like and subscribe for more celebrity content. And guys, please be safe out there. Please be safe. Do not buy different things, knockoffs from TikTok, because I remember I wanted to get some type of soap, and then I came across this knockoff soap and I'm like, I'm not doing this. So people can go on TikTok and all they need is a social security, guys, or EIN number, and people can sell whatever they want on there, and you have no idea where they're coming from. Make sure you check out reviews, make sure it's legal, and if you want to do Ozempic, please do it the right way. All right, so please like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.
A Suffolk County woman is facing charges this morning accused of selling misbranded and tainted weight loss drugs on TikTok. Prosecutors say that Isis Navarro Reyes posted videos like this one to market advertising and selling drugs appearing to be Ozempic, Mesofrance, and Axion. Now, investigators say the 36-year-old from Shirley got her supply from Central and South America, and in some cases, they were contaminated with bacteria. At least one victim developed lesions. Prosecutors say none of the drugs were approved for sale in the U.S., and Reyes is not licensed.